What's going on, y'all? Thanks for joining. Doing some research today. Linear regressions right now. Associated with this questionnaire. So these are the rule breakers on page 2, rule breaker effects. So this is what I named them: risky, culture, value, and mixed bag. Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is all open source, so here's the repository. I'm all about like open source research for sure. Oh, appreciate the likes. Yeah, so this is my last name, Vanderveer. And all my papers are right here, like all of them. You just have them. This one is we're looking for gender effects, basically. Like, why aren't there more, why are there so many guys in tech? It's like the question. Coding boot camps are 40% female. College CS degrees are 20% female. So there's something there, right? Like, there's something there that we can look for and try and identify. Not really sure what it is yet. Okay, rule breakers, rule breakers, rule breakers. I wish I could just do something like this, like in Stata. In Stata, you can just do that, but I don't think it works. Here, let's try. Right? I'll spend maybe 60 seconds and try and Google for that. So this is like R formula variables, variable expression. Maybe that's what I can do. Variables starting with, oh, is it a dot notation? Okay, let's see if that works, because that would be cool. Invalid syntax. So this isn't really R. I'm doing Python stats model from formula. I'm a product guy. Hey, good to see you. Thunderstruck, what's up? Thanks for joining. Okay, well, this was a helpful article, but basically, I'm not seeing what I want, so we'll just move on. That's fine. Yeah. Just that dude in the corner joined. What's up? Cool username. Adjusted r squared here is 3.9. The r squared is 5.4. Whoa. I just cut it and pasted it in the same place. I'm so dumb. Josh, what's up, man? Good to see you. Okay, so rule breaker page. What's next on the questionnaire? Occupational information. Make a new model. And I do consider, so gender is like demographic, it's non-occupational, but it's interacted with industry and shit, so I'm considering this an occupational model. You know what, maybe we should treat that separately. Yeah, let's treat that separately. Yeah, I'm live. How long have I been live? Oh, I don't know. 7 minutes-ish. Hey, thanks for the likes. I appreciate that. So I'm trying to learn React at the moment, but where's a good place to begin? Yeah, 2 places. One is, or I guess 3 places. One is Free Code Camp. The cool part about Free Code Camp is that it's free. 2 is Codecademy. So Codecademy free tier, I don't recommend. I recommend you get the pro. Oh, it looks like they're having a coupon right now. That's lit. I was unaware of this. So normally, if you pay, where's the pricing? Here, I don't want to get the pricing wrong. Oh, and if you're if you're in school, you can get a reduced price. Yeah, so if you pay annually, it's $20 a month, or if you pay monthly, it's 40. I actually recommend you do pay monthly, because you should be done in a few months. Yeah, you're not going to do all the Codecademy courses in a few months, but the whole point is that you should stick to one course and knock it out. And don't get distracted trying to take like 5 different courses and learn like 3 or 4 languages. Just learn React. So you can do the monthly thing and you'll actually save money. You can do it in 3 or 4 months, and that's cheaper than the $240 if you go annually, right? And I'll show you the course. It's the front end path. This one, front end engineer. Why do you want to do this first? This is the one that teaches you React. After you learn front end, you can become full stack after that. You'll have more job opportunities if you learn front end first compared to if you were to learn back end first. Some exceptions do apply, like it depends on the language that you're learning, but certainly more front end than if you were to, say, learn Node.js first. There's a bunch of Java jobs and Python jobs. The Python jobs are kind of like niched into data science, though. Yeah, totally welcome. So this is the one I recommend, and yeah, and they got Redux. That's the thing. You need to learn Redux. There's a second course you can take where it's just like they do Redux Toolkit. I think it might be this one, the skill path maybe. Redux Toolkit and Thunk. There it is. Yeah, no, this is the course, Learn Redux. It's inside of the front end path. So it's really important that you learn Redux Toolkit and that you learn Redux Thunk. Free Code Academy says they'll teach you Redux, but they don't teach you the toolkit. They teach you like the old way. How proficient will it get me just a beginner level? It'll get you to a job ready level. So, but you will need to do a GitHub portfolio and do some projects. So basically, like, you learn this stuff, and then you make some GitHub projects, and then you take like LinkedIn skill assessments, and then you contact a recruiter and start interviewing and blast out your resume. The job search, there is a whole skill set related to the job search, right? How do you make your resume? How do you, like, where do you go to blast it out? So one is Indeed, one is LinkedIn. There's some others, the ladders. That's another place where you can go and you upload your resume once and it'll apply to, like, I don't know, 400 jobs or something. I already have someone that offered me a job, thankfully. Yeah, social networking for the win. Cool. Good luck. Have fun. Let me know if you need any help. So I told you 2 of the 3. So 1 is like Free Code Camp. 2 is Code Academy. Code Academy is what I used, by the way. The third thing is Latterly. So this is my website. So you can definitely sign up for this as well. And I do one-on-one coaching if you want any help. But it sounds like you kind of got it in the bag. Bet. All right, let's go back to stats. Good old stats. Occupational info. So yeah, I'm not going to do it this way, actually. I'm going to do... oh, dang, it's so tricky. Because here I did engineer a feature, familiarity count squared. Where is favorite programming career? I think of a career in programming as enjoyable. Is on the personality page. Okay. Yeah, let's keep doing that. That's fine. So this will not be like that. So let's go get industry. I think I need firm size. Oops. Do you contribute to hiring and firing decisions? I think it's called managerial effects. Yeah. Job title. Job title credentials. The Smiling Michael, thanks for joining. How many full-time employees? So this is firm size categorical. We already have industry. And then whether you prefer to work with a peer that holds a college degree. Okay, firm size. And then I think I called it is prefer. Yeah, is prefer college peer. So my booleans, I like to prefix them with is. IJK, LM. Put these in alphabetical order. C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Cool. Andrew Killa joined. What's up? What's up? So let's run this model 12. Linear model, nothing special. It's kind of like weird line wrapping, isn't it? I guess it's because this question is so long. That's fine. I'm fine with the line wrapping. Okay, so what are the model effects? Ew, it's quite poor. This stuff doesn't matter. Firm size doesn't matter. No, there's a problem with that. Firm size definitely matters. Okay, it's that particular category, doesn't matter. Okay, so I can try to concentrate it into the is large firm boolean. So 500. We'll say if you are below or above 500, we'll do that for the cutoff. Which Call of Duty is this? Nice. Code Academy front-end course is a good place to start. Yeah, absolutely. What CPU do you recommend? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a hardware guy. I do like Newegg though. So Newegg's pretty cool. I'm a fan of Amazon. You can just go to Amazon. And what's the? It's not Circuit City. It's Circuit City competitors. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. Micro Center. Micro Center. I like them too. So they don't have like the best prices in the world because they mark up. But if you go and like chat with like someone who works there, there's some people, they kind of know what they're talking about, in my experience anyway. Okay, so is prefer college peer. And then the firm size. So let's go over here and we're going to compute is large. Is large. And we'll do oh, not employed has like a really negative effect. It's kind of crazy. We would expect that to be spread over, yeah, the managerial effect of unemployed. So there's going to be some collinearity. That's all right. Are they represented as strings? I can't really remember. Let's just do this. Let's assume they're represented as strings. Oh, I did something wrong right there. Oops. Cool. So that will be is large firm size. That's an intermediary form. That's not going to be the final form. Okay. So analysis 3 is large firm size. Okay, so it seems like it worked. It's totally insignificant, but that was just a test basically. Now I want to do OR. See if I can do a bunch of these ORs to get all of the options that I cared about. So what are the possible firm sizes? I want to go 500 and up. So we have 501 to 1,000. What if oh, it's not going to let me put that OR. I'm going to do it anyway, whatever. Just escape it. Okay, so what is this 10-Jan? I'm super throwed on that. think that's got to be like, yeah, in November. It's supposed to be 11 to 50, isn't it? So that's just how Pandas partialed it out. So this is supposed to be like 01, like 1 to 10, and this is supposed to be like 11 to 50, and it converted them into timestamps. What a goofy thing to do. Okay. Anyway, 501, we got that. There's like, should be like a 1,000. Here's the 5,001. Are y'all watching Squid Games? 501, 1,000, yep. And then I need like 1,001 to, I need like 2 5,000. Oh no. 2 500. No. There should be a 2 5,000. $501 to 1,000. There should be a 1,001. Let me look at my raw data. Georgie, what's up? What's up? Thanks for joining. Let's be like for size. Here's 1,001 to 5,000. Okay, let's just see if it works. I don't know. So 500, yep. Right. The truth value of a series is ambiguous. Yeah, I don't want the truth value of a series. Okay, we'll just do another computation method like this. So, compute is large firm size. Okay. Hey, Calma George. Cool name. And Dark Reaper. Ooh, spooky. So here we're dealing with the series rather than the whole data frame. So we got row instead of df. So with this row, let's say if row dot firm size is n, or I can just say n, then return true, then return false. I think this will work. And so these are the strings to populate the containing array. Y'all, I almost hit the 2-plate club and bench today. I was like so sad. I'm feeling kind of stuffy. Like my nose feels kind of stuffy. Cool. Column is none, so why'd I even bring it up? All right, cool. Compute is large firm size. Seems like it worked. Is large firm size. And the P is, oh, that's so borderline, isn't it? Okay, so it's still, I don't know. I don't know if that helped our adjusted R squared or hurt it. Let's see. Is large firm size, and then we'll control it. So adjusted R squared 069, let's remember that. And AIC 349, 069, 349. Let's just remember that. 069, 349. So we improved the adjusted R squared and the AIC. Are you coding? Yeah, this is Python. So I'm doing data analysis, which is like a kind of like a special flavor of coding, but it is code. So here the R squared is 281. And what about if we use is large firm size? I want to see over 2.4. I want to see over 2.4. We're right at 2.4. Okay, I'll record both then. Why not? So this will be called this should be called M13, honestly. M13. Doesn't M13 mean something? I don't know. Hopefully I'm not swearing. I can't remember what that means. So this would be M13 special. I don't know. M13A. So occupational info. Did I get all of them? I got firm size industry. Industry. I know Python. Cool. All right, so I think this is good. I think this is good. So let's just do firm size. Record the metrics on that. No, something goofy just happened. Oh, because I need to change to 13. Yep, that's what it was. All right, cool. So the AIC here is 357. Observations 105, R squared 28, and adjusted is 04. Pretty awful. In other words, occupational information doesn't really tell us much, y'all. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Oh, and what if I swap industry for is tech? All right, we'll do that in a second. So that is, yeah. Here's occupational info using this large firm size. And then this is going to be bad. Our R squared is going to fall through the toilet, 13A. But let's just replicate that. Yeah, not even .1. Not even .1. Okay, so let's go, instead of is tech, let's go industry. And that should at least double. Yeah. Okay, so is tech is harmful. Okay, so the AIC is 349. N still 105, R squared 24. So we gave up a little R squared and then 07. We traded some R squared for adjusted R squared. That's what we just did. Concentrated the information but lost some in the process. I mean, that's like a thing that happens. I'm surprised that the overall R squared for occupation is really low though. All right, so we're done with occupation. Demographic information, cool. So let's see. What page is this? Page 4 or 5, something? 1, 2, 3, 4. This one doesn't count. You see at the top here, it says like occupational information. This is like the page header. So this doesn't actually count as a new page, even though it's a new page. So this is 1, 2, 3. So this is technically page 4. Appreciate the likes. All right, cool. So we got demographic info coming up. That's going to be M14. What state do you reside in? So we got state, gender, income. This is the good one, right? Because y'all get to talk shit about each other's states. Like, oh, Texas is so great. California sucks. New York sucks. Florida sucks. We're about to find out. State, gender, income. State, gender, income. Age. Education. Ethnicity. Age, education, ethnicity. You can already hear the racists just like getting out of bed. Like, oh, ethnicity. I want to talk some shit about ethnicity. Jeez. Racists gonna racist, aren't they? So there's a lot here. Look at that. That's a big old R squared. But the adjusted R squared is like, I mean, it's way better than the occupational info, which is kind of interesting. Cool. How can I learn coding? Hey, so there's a bunch of different ways. So I recommend Codecademy. Recommend you do their paid one, front-end engineer. It's my #1 recommendation. Now what I'm doing data analysis, so that's a little bit different. But for most people, I don't recommend data analysis. You gotta like make sure that you want to get, because it's kind of a niche. So you gotta make sure that that's what you really want to do. If you do want to do research though, Python's great. Oh, there. Now you can see it on TikTok. You can see, whoa, I need the wide angle lens. Sorry, y'all. Here, let me throw this wide angle on. Boop. You can see better, right? Cool. So you see front-end engineer right there? That's the one I recommend. It costs money. You can do free code camp if you want to do a free version. I think it's not quite as good, but it's still pretty good. And then I also do one-on-one coaching if you want to pay me hourly or whatever. If you want to do a boot camp, App Academy is pretty good. Damn. Here's some options from them. So there's some options. How much does it cost? Which thing? Codecademy. So App Academy, look, App Academy is really great, but they're really expensive. So let's go check them out. If you pay up front, there's a $20,000 lump sum. And it's more if you're deferred. 15% of your monthly income with a maximum of 31 grand. So 20 to 30 grand if you want to do App Academy, which can still be worth it. But for Codecademy, it's looks like there's a coupon right now. And if you're a student, are you in college? If you're a student right now, you can get a discount. But the standard price is either $240 per year or $40 per month. And I actually recommend you try and do the per month thing because you should be able to kick this in like 3 or 4 months, honestly. How much does it cost front-end engine? What do you mean front-end engine? Are you trying to... Yeah, I don't know what you mean. Front-end engine? ArtBrain. What's up, ArtBrain? So if you're asking about the specific front-end course, Codecademy does not charge by the course. So like all of these things, they're all the same price. Yeah, front-end engineer, that's what I was just showing you, right? So all of these things are the same price. So that is the 20 bucks a month if you pay by the year, or 40 bucks a month if you pay by the month. And I do recommend you pay by the month because I think you should be able to get through it in 3 or 4 months. And that's before this coupon. So it looks like they have a coupon. So could be less. So I hope that's helpful. I'm going to swing back into my data analysis now. Boop, boop. Hireability. Yep. What's the AIC? 339. Oh no, 340. N is 105. R squared 61. AR2 is 26. Okay. And look at this. Colorado has a big... Colorado for the win. Good job. If you're from Colorado, spam the chat. Here's another state that matters. Georgia and Illinois. All with some positive coefficients. Let's see, who's the negative? Tennessee over here. Whatever, it's insignificant. It's insignificant, so we're not going to hate on it too much. That's the only negative one. What about the other lower positives? So Cali's pretty low. Nevada is real low, but not very significant. Cali is kind of like the lowest at its significance. Let's see. Here's New York, but it's not super significant, but it's lower than Cali. Washington's pretty low. Think about this. Washington State, New York State, California, what do they have in common? They're lower in their favorability, and you know that, anyway, there's a political theory there to be had, but that's not the point in my favor. Florida. Florida is very significant. Where's Texas? Texas, very significant. Higher, higher, higher. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm putting down. I want to be a game maker. Is that good too? I already have tried Codecademy, but it's on Python. So yeah, there's 2 schools of thought. So one is like follow your heart, do what makes you happy. It kind of depends like what's your financial situation and your background. Like if you're going to be struggling financially, can your parents take care of you and stuff? If you're basically in a safe place, then sure, go for gaming. If you are like, if you need money, like straight up, then there are other things that are going to land you a job quicker and pay you more and be lower stress and be higher employment rate, such as web development. So I typically recommend React and front-end engineering for everyone. But if you're like, dude, I'm not like, I really don't need money. Like I just need enough to live, but we're not struggling or anything. And I don't have like a bunch of dependents. Like people aren't really leaning on me. It's just kind of pay for myself kind of thing. Then yeah, go for gaming. C++, I would never recommend C++ for a beginner. It's not beginner friendly. It's one of the most complex programming languages that exist. You can do it. Yeah, and if you're good at it, it'll land you a gaming job, but I have a hard time recommending that. Sorry. I would say go for web development, get a job, and once you have your job, learn gaming on the side. That's what I'd actually recommend. I know some gaming engineers who would not agree with me on that, but I just can't bring myself to recommend C++ to a beginner. That's too rough, sorry. Age effects are super weak. That's great news. There's one, yeah, none of these are under .5. Education, big deal, we know. Boop, some graduate school. obtained non-doctoral graduate degree. Look at this. Isn't this funny? Okay. Non-doctoral graduate degree. So did I have no one that actually got a PhD take my survey? That's sad. These are some really negative effects. Oh, some college, some graduate school. Yeah, these are some really negative effects. Boo. What do people with a GED and people with a JD have in common? Or an MD? Uh, they hate alternative credentials. Okay, great. Looking good. We got those metrics. Let's move on. So that's demographic info. Next page is, oh, you're my favorite streamer. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That is Frog Fan on Twitch showing some love. Shout out. So we just did the oh, what about white people? It's kind of like moderate significance and it's positive. Cool. Ethnic effects are kind of moderate. They're always overstated. People always want to make a big deal about them, but look, these are not like super strong. And one of them right here, this one is like totally doesn't matter at all. Insignificant. So we got demographics. Next up is, oh crap, did I get that one? Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. Next up is personality info, finally. I think this one's really interesting. I think people's personalities are super interesting. Now, what's going on here? Favorite programming career. And favorite seeking risk. Oh, it's actually like pretty unimportant, independently anyway. So how interesting is this? So personality by itself is telling us very, very little. Wow. Because when you include it with the other variables, it adds a lot. Okay, so anyway, it's kind of cool. R squared is 10. Adjusted R squared is 01. Oof. Oof. N is 86. And what do we say here? Personality. We say favor programming career is most significant. Favor seeking risk is second most significant. Cool. So everyone wants to make a big deal out of grit in the ocean model, but they're not telling us much today. What if we get rid of these? Will grit in the ocean model steal credit for that? R squared 10, and will the adjusted R squared remain positive? So R squared does not retain almost any of it. So they're fairly orthogonal. Fairly orthogonal. Cool. It's good to know. Dope. Victor, thanks for joining. What's up? What's up? Time for the worldview stuff. Ooh, juicy, juicy. Okay, so this was page 5, wasn't it? I think so. So this is personality. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enjoy taking risks. Great. Yeah, we got all this. Okay. So now we're on to ideological questions. What kind of programming is that? This is Python. Oh, there's like some glare for y'all. I'm sorry about that. Let me cut this light. That's better, right? Bet. So this is Python. I'm doing statistical analysis. So I'm doing research. Trying to figure out, like, why are there so many guys in programming? Basically. So here we're using stats model, Python library, ordinary least squares, from formula, using an R formula. These are just strings. Triple take is like it's just a literal multi-line string. Okay, so P6, so this will be M16. We got worldview 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 factors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, those are they. All right, so this is interesting to me because I want to see if the religion ones interact. I did that wrong, sorry. M16. Bam. Cool. So this is, let's go ahead and jot it down. So AIC is 310. 99. R squared is 25. Adjusted R squared is 17. Now let's try and interact. Description and activism. And I want to see an R squared at least over 3.2. We're at 3.0. So it does no, it doesn't do much. It does a little. The adjusted R squared goes up. It just doesn't do much. What am I doing? I'm doing a data analysis. Trying to understand why. So like 20% of CS degree programs are female, but 40% of coding boot camps are female. Like why? Like what's the difference there? So how can we get some more diversity in tech? Fill me. So the only one that really seemed to matter was religious not Christian activism. Oh, that's a trip, isn't it? Boo. Conservative evangelical Christians are saying no to alternative credentials. That makes me feel sad. What if I get rid of this interaction? Is that still the thing? It has to be, right? Yeah. That one's significant. This one is not pro-foreign. Okay, that's not. So the religious factors are actually fairly important. That's kind of interesting. No, I don't really hack, and I don't play Roblox. This is Python. What's going on? Bro, what that name? Bro, what that name? So do I want to interact or not? What does the AIC do? We got 310. Yeah, AIC doesn't really budge. Changeable point. I don't think it really matters. You're learning Python too? Dope. How's it going for you? Is it fun? It's easy. Yeah, for real, for real. I guess let's go ahead and interact them. The lasso can figure it out. All right, so with this approach, we had an R squared of 30. Got AIC 312. AR219. Yeah, that's it. Bet. Am I British? Nope. American. I do have a stuffy nose, though. I'm not sure if that's related to why I sound the way I sound. I just have a stuffy nose. I live around DC. How about you? You British? British. Okay, there's ideological. Next would be COVID questions. As I recall, these don't really matter. Cool. What time is it over there? Pretty late over there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So COVID would be 7. That is. Okay, so COVID factors are: to what degree has coronavirus negatively impacted your life? To what degree? To what degree? We got COVID, Fave Online, COVID Remote, COVID Impact. COVID Fave Online, COVID Remote, COVID Impact. So what am I working on? Research. Working on a research paper. So I'll be presenting at the Southern Economic Conference. Southern Economic Association. Houston, Texas next month. This one right here. 91st annual meeting. And yeah, I'm on a I'm on a panel. We're discussing education and gender. And I'm focusing on like coding boot camps and tech diversity. So why are there so many guys in tech? Why not more ladies? Okay, COVID sort of mattered. This is the one that really seems to matter most. What if we interact by gender? So you are in college? No, sir. I got my PhD. I've already gotten a PhD. I'm just doing research. I'm an independent researcher. It's a hobby. It's an expensive, fun hobby. So interacting by gender increased the R squared trivially, but the adjusted R squared is decreased, I think. Let's take a look again. Adjusted R squared is now .01. Yeah. So that was yeah. Interacting by gender was not helpful. Okay. So the metrics here are 324. N99, R squared is 13. KR2 over 4. What about you? Are you in school still? Did you graduate yet? So that's it for COVID. COVID doesn't mean much, basically. The COVID is really pretty boring, I guess. You would want data over time for a more interesting analysis. Learning provider questions. All right. Learning provider questions would be (43) to oh no. School hireability. Those are the ones. School hireability. what is that? School, hireability. Can I do this 1 to 7? Can I do that? See you later. Thanks. All right, it won't let me use that syntax. How unfortunate. Okay, so +1 +2. I think that's 7. Is it? So much of the time I find myself like brute forcing these things. I really hate it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. I think that's it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Because there's actually 8 schools. Oh, they haven't been numerized. Okay, we need to numerize them. School hireability. Let's see. Better, much better. Yeah, it doesn't add much, does it? Doesn't add much. We can engineer some features out of this. Let's see. One feature to engineer here would be school hireability, and then one is school accredited hireability. Okay, so school so school let's see, school unaccredited hireability. I think that's the feature we would want to engineer, because it would be if this person thinks well of unaccredited schools, then they would support alternative credentials in general, yeah? Yeah, we'll just engineer the one. School unaccredited hireability. And so that would be school, there's like a bump on my mouse pad. Keith Chief join. What's up, Keith Chief? We got school 0, 1, 2, 3. School 0, 1, 2, and 3. Cool. School 0, 1, 2. School 0, 1, 2, and 3. What's that, Python? Doing some research. Trying to find some gender effects in the IT industry. Why are there so many guys in tech? That's the question. Okay, so the coefficient is in the expected direction, which is to say if they think well of an unaccredited school, then they support alternative credentials. P-value is like super lame. Let's see if cutting these 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got r squared is 0.9. Let's see if cutting those, if it'll steal credit. I bet it does. Ooh, it gets worse. Oh, I cut 4, I didn't mean to. 0, 1, 2, 3. It gets worse, doesn't it? It gets worse. That's super interesting. Okay, so let's compare the r squared and the adjusted r squared with and without the engineered feature. So the r squared here doesn't change, and the adjusted r squared .009. I don't know if it changes at all. 090, 009. 090, 009. 090, 009. Yeah, it doesn't change at all, actually. So what does happen? Does it just steal credit from 3? Not really, right? Yeah, it's a pretty useless, that engineered feature is pretty useless, so we can basically just drop it. Gwenny with an N, what's up, what's up? What's happening here? Doing some research. So this is Python, stats model library, ordinary least squares from formula using R formulas. Linear regression, trying to find gender effects. Like why are there so many guys in tech, basically? So 20% of CS programs are female and 40% of coding boot camps are female. So asking the question like, why? And what lessons can we learn to get more diversity? So I think school unaccredited hireability. Let's do this. Let's divide by 4 and see if that 1, 2, 3, 4. See if dividing by 4 makes a difference. Nope, same p-value, just a different coefficient. Okay. So the other, we can do like the other 2 features are school self-impressed and then school other impressed. How are you getting your numbers for research? So this is my own survey. So this is part of a series. So if you go to my YouTube channel, this is like, I don't know, part 6, I think. Yeah, part 6. So you can look through the other ones and I go through it, but basically I use Amazon Mechanical Turk to get people to recruit survey respondents. And SurveyMonkey is the, they're actually taking the quiz on SurveyMonkey, the questionnaire. And then it's open source, so these CSV are the data. So obviously I de-identify it, so there's no sensitive information. But these are like the questions. Do you contribute to hiring and firing decisions at your company? They say yes and no, right? And then I just code it up into something that regressions can use. I've been studying code for the last 10. Oh, and by the way, my respondents are all age 18 or older, and they are United States citizens. So I'm interested in the United States at this point. Been studying code for the last 10 months. When do I know I'm job ready? I can make small apps. Take a skill assessment. So there's 3 that I recommend. One is like LinkedIn skill assessments. 2 is Pluralsight Skill IQ. Your skill IQ. So if you can get proficient, do the Pluralsight one first. If you can get proficient, then go to Indeed.com and LinkedIn and take their skill assessments. And if you score pretty good, like let's say, so LinkedIn will tell you you're in the top % of people who took it. If you're in the top, let's say 3rd, then I would reach out to recruiters and start interviewing, basically. Are those assessments free? LinkedIn is free, but I don't recommend you really go straight for it, because if you fail it, you can't take it again for like 6 months. Pluralsight is not usually free, but sometimes they'll do like, if you sign up, you can get a free one or something like that. You know what I mean? Like promotional, basically. And then Indeed, I don't know. Indeed skill assessments. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. Hope it was fun. I don't know. I don't know if they're free. um, I'm afraid to take one because I feel like if I take it right now, they'll email me a bunch of jobs and I don't want one. So, but you can, maybe while on the stream right now, you can go take it and let me know. By the way, just a heads up, I think I got maybe 10 or 15 minutes left here today. Hey, if you're getting a kick out of this, give it a like. Absolutely, glad to share. Hope it helps. Okay, so self-impressed and other impressed. Let's compute these. So you are unimpressed is 0. You are unimpressed is 1. You are impressed, you're impressed. So 0, 1, skip 2 and 3. So 0, 1, skip 2 and 3. We're going to skip 2 and 3. 0, 1. Oh, this is you are unimpressed. I want to do self-impressed. So I want to skip 0 and 1. And then use 2 and 3. Skip 4 and 5. Use 6 and 7. Okay. Skip 0 and 1. Use 2 and 3. Skip 4 and 5. Use 6 and 7. So let's just go back and check 6 and 7. Self is impressed. It's confusing because 7 is really 8 because it's 0 index anyway. So it's the last one. H, you are impressed. I could even recode them using the name. That might be like school G, H. That might be better. Hey, see you later, Gwenny. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, now the other impressed. Skip 0, yes 1. Skip 2, yes 3. Okay, so skip 0, yes 1. Skip 2, yes 3. This is the other person is impressed. So C is 3, ABC, right? It's 3. Other people consider it unimpressive. Oh, I did that wrong. Because it's 0, darn it. 0, 1, 2. So 2, so skip 2. So 3 is actually D. You and others. So 3 should be on you and others. You and others, yep. Okay. Zero, 1, others considered to be impressed. Okay. So others unimpressive. So skip E. A, B, C, D. E is 5. 0 index would be 4. So we skip 4. Yes, 5. Skip 6. Yes, 7. So skip 4. Yes, 5. Skip 6. Yes, 7. So skip 4. Yes, 5. Skip 6. Yes, 7. All right. I think we got it. Appreciate the likes, y'all. Thanks so much. Self-impressed, other impressed. Okay, so we will basically turn this into two. So this is going to be M18 and M18 underscore A. And this is learning provider questions with engineered features. Right, so let's take the engineered features out of there. Just double check this real quick. Got r squared is 09, r squared is 09. It says r squared is 13. Yep, because I just never updated it. So this is coming from the COVID thing. So here r squared is 09 and adjusted r squared is 009, which is rounds to 01, and 99 AIC 326. Cool. And now that's with M18. What about M18A? It's like it does a terrible job basically. Well, interesting that other impressed is more important. Cool. Why is the AIC lower? This is suggesting that this is a better model compared to M18. Totally insane. Okay, so I think that does it for the learning provider questions. Basically, it doesn't give us much. all the skill questions. Am I really going to have to type all these out? Yeah, and it's even worse because I don't want to use the raw responses. I want to use the differences, right? I think I will ignore these skill questions. Hold on. Oh man, I can't really ignore these. So skill questions would be, let's go see. Analysis, matching, it's the matching one. Yeah. Look at all this data code. Blah. All right, so diff 1, 2, 3, that's just square and a cube. So I just diff it, and I do with no degree versus college graduate. Okay. Let's commit what we have so far. This is factor groups through M18. Cool. All right, so what I want to do now is diff the skills, so here are the skill columns. So we numerize them. What do I actually find in this paper? Let me go look. Do I need to compute the difference in differences? I think I do. Comparative skill gaps. That's just the appendix. Boo, not helpful. Matching effects 2. That's the survey. Yeah, here's the actual paper. Right. ACG labor conformity is also important, but the direction of effects is heterogeneous and employer type. Conformity and perceived skill gaps explain about 1/3 of hireability variance. Ooh, that's a good bit. Conformity and perceived skill gaps explain about 1/3 of hireability variance. Dang, so I can't very well skimp on it because that's like a big effect. Very cool. Those aren't tabs, are they? Okay, they're spaces. Great. Soft skill, yeah, soft skill gaps. Soft skill gaps matter more than industry effects. That's fine. I want to know, yeah, here's the effect groups. I had an image in here somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Comparative. So I have the comparative gaps as well. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. So yeah, I kind of want to pick this up next time, but I need to compute. Just did the Pluralsight quiz, got 65th percentile. Is that good or bad? I can't remember. Hold up. 10th percentile meaning. Is that okay? So you got the 65th percentile. So you got the 65th percentile. So that means that you're in the top, right? Right. Hey, if you did Pluralsight, it should tell you if it's like proficient or expert or whatever. Can you tell me that? I think you got proficient or expert. Is that right? Is that unrealistic because it's a POPs quiz style? That's how the skill certifications work. They're all like that. I don't know what you mean unrealistic. I mean, it's not like the normal job. Like, it's not really like the normal job, but that's not the point. Yeah, you got proficient, right? All right, so if you got proficient, good job. Check this out. You see, can you see? Here, you can see my screen. By the way, you should probably follow me on like YouTube or Twitch. It's going to be probably easier for you to see my screen, but I think you can still see it. So if you Google LinkedIn skill assessment answers, there's a whole bunch of the answers right here. Now, I'm not telling you to look at the answers while you're taking the quiz. That's garbage. What I'm telling you is these are good for flashcards. And basically, if you're proficient, then go scan through these flashcards and see if there's anything that's like really confusing to you and study it. But it should just be a double check for you, because if you're already proficient, close to expert, you should already be good. But it's more just like kind of refresher before you go take the test. You feel me? And so you want to do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. You want to do those. LinkedIn skill assessments. And once you get those LinkedIn skill assessments, you're ready to apply, dude. Like, that's it. Like, don't make it too hard on yourself. And you don't have to get all of them. If you get like 2 of them, and if you fail 2 and if you pass 2, that could still potentially work. So then you just got to start talking to recruiters. Cool. Good luck, man. Let me know how it goes. All right, y'all. I know what I need to do next, but I'm just too tired. So I'm gonna bounce. I appreciate all the likes. I hope y'all had a good day. 369 likes. Look, 333. That feels cool for math. But I'm gonna go watch some TV. I'm gonna go watch some Squid Game or whatever.